Happy Sunday, Stampers and Paper Crafters. This is Facebook Live number 348. My name is Joy Borwedge, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live in Burnsville, Minnesota, and I have been a demonstrator since August of 1999. Yeah, I celebrated 25 years this year. Wow, that's pretty cool. I have a super cute card tonight, and it's a shaker card. It has penguins, so that's a little tease. I'm going to point you down to the table in just a moment, and if you get motion sickness or anything like that, just look away, and I'll let you know when I am done messing around with the camera. All right, so hold on. So hopefully everybody had a great weekend so far, and okay, I'm loosening that one up, and we're gonna turn that, oh, come on. There we go. Now it flips around. There we go. So I had a busy weekend this week. Went to dance. Oh, I think I'm turning that the wrong way. Yep. Went dancing last night, Saturday, saw Cosmic Gate, and then we were preparing for the event, the virtual event coming up next weekend. So I'm going to squish in a little bit. There we go. Put a little light on the subject. All right, there we go. So again, my name is Joy Borwedge. I have an Instagram page at Stampin' for Joy. My online store is stampinforjoy.stampinup.net. If you would like to order a catalog from me, just let me know and place an order. I mean, not place an order, but request a catalog at penguinz33@outlook.com. And the current host code is 6QRHEVUV. You can use that host code in my online store when you have an order that is under $150. When your order is over $150, don't use that host code, because that way you will receive the free product that you deserve and that you get to pick out. All right, so let's see, a few things that, let's see, the current catalog is this one. And the new, what we call, the people that have been around for a really long time, we call this the Holiday Mini Catalog. It starts kind of late fall, I should say late summer through the beginning of next year. And so we can now open up this. So today we are going to be using this suite of product. And a suite means that you have just one number to type in, and so what happens is you can order anything here individually. And if you wanted one of everything here, and if it's available and it has something hasn't sold out, all you have to do is put that suite number in, and then it automatically comes in, rather than typing in all those numbers. But here are some really cute things that you could do with this particular suite. And so I love penguins, as some of you know, so I just had to get the stamp set. So we'll be playing with that today. Well, also we're going to be using a few things from the Season of Elegance. And we're going to be using this piece right here from the Peaceful Evergreens. Now, this is actually what we call a mega suite. Now, a mega suite is when you have 2 stamp sets and 2 die sets in the same suite collection. And the Designer Series paper is absolutely stunning that goes with this. And so is that new 3D embossing folder, and it's called Peaceful Evergreens. Maybe, yeah, painted? No? It's called Painted Trees. There we go. I was looking at the wrong thing. All right. So that's kind of what we're going to be working with tonight. Now, a couple things. Now, this catalog just started for customers to order beginning September 4th. Another thing that dropped September 4th is a scrapbooking brochure from Stampin' Up. Now, Close to My Heart closed, okay? And so Stampin' Up decided to purchase some of the product and have what they call the makers. See, I'm a demonstrator, and so they used to be called makers. And so they brought those people that were basically out of a job into the fold if they wanted to. And so Stampin' Up had to come up with some scrapbooking things quickly. And so let me show just kind of a quick view of what Stampin' Up is offering. There is some new two-toned designer series, two-tone paper, and it's in Garden Green, Pool Party, Real Red, and Basic Black. Now, it's one tone, Real Red, on the first side, and then the back side is a lighter color. Now, Stampin' Up by next year will have all colors of the Stampin' Up family in the two-tone. We're not replacing anything. This is just in addition. So one thing about that is that it has this white core. It's actually printed on. And it's going to be really cool to do some techniques. And I don't have any right now, but with that pine tree evergreen, would be really cool to do it in the Garden Green, emboss it, and then use a sanding folder, a paper sander, and then brush over it, and it shows the white core underneath it. So it's really cool. So you can purchase from this today. Now, Stampin' Up has basic white cardstock, and it's not going anywhere. Now, Close to My Heart had something called White Daisy. Stampin' Up decided to bring that over into the fold, and it's called now White Willow. So if you are a Close to My Heart customer, you will recognize the White Willow as the same thing as what White Daisy used to be. Now we have some kits that are coming up. Actually, they're available now in the online store. And these are things that Stampin' Up had to really come up very quickly with to offer the Close to My Heart customers. And so here is the Reindeer Memories Scrapbooking Workshop Kit. Now this is available in my online store, and so is the brochure. So you can see that online. Stampin' Up did not have enough time to put this together and have it printed out in time for it to go live. So it comes with some of that two-toned paper plus designer series paper, and it comes with a sticker sheet. So it's a lot of fun, and it shows you how to put these together if you wish to make scrapbooking pages out of these. However, as a paper crafter, you could certainly make cards, home decor, a wide variety of things. So let me get that. Then we also have, so here's a little bit more of the Reindeer Memories, just a little bit close up of what the paper looks like. Now you might recognize this as something from the Holiday Mini Catalog. Yes, they coordinate, but also there's a new stamp set, and you can't see that. So let me bring that a little closer. Plus, there's a sticker sheet in here too, so it's really fun. And so just pay attention when you look at that, what you're purchasing. And now, the card that I'm actually making today has this paper in it. So, Snow Day is a scrapbooking workshop kit as well, and it makes 3 two-page layouts, and instructions are included for each page below. All right, so that is, I love penguins. So who does, scrapbooking? Just, it's something that you don't have to do with these kits, but you can certainly you could certainly make a page or two and then make some cards if you want to. Here is the stamp set that coordinates with that. Absolutely love it. I love that Stampin' Up! Is getting into the scrapbooking realm a little bit more. Now, people were kind of upset when the holiday mini catalog came out that they didn't have Halloween designer series paper. Well, in this kit, it's there, and it's awfully cute. And so this is the Halloween Memories Scrapbooking Workshop Kit, and it makes 3 2-page 12 by 12 scrapbooking spreads, and everything here is included. Also, they have placement cards so that you can work around where you want your pictures to be in. And then some of the things, yes, are going to be requiring adhesive and paper snips. So I'm so happy. This is what the designer series paper looks like. And there's a really cute stamp set that goes with it. Now, the stamp set is separate. And the reason why they did that was because when you purchase maybe 2 kits, you don't get 2 stamp sets. So Stampin' Up! Did that on purpose so that it's sold separately. And the Autumn to Remember, absolutely beautiful designer series paper I've seen. Super cute. And let's see, it makes 3, again, 2-page 12 by 12 scrapbook spreads. And there is, let's see, more designer series paper that's with this. And also there's a 6 by 12 pre-cut sheet. And that's this right here. And it's like imitation cork. And so here's a little bit more detail of what it looks like. And so this is the Autumn to Remember. So you could go and look in the brochure that's online and then place your order and have it come. Now, people are saying get that if you're into Halloween, don't wait, because that Halloween designer series paper is going to sell out quickly. Also, the online exclusives, check that out as well. Let me show you the card that we're going to be working with designing today. This is called a shaker card, and it has shaker bits in there. And so we're going to put this card together. Now, eventually, somebody's going to win this card. And all you have to do is do a thumbs up or a heart. That gets your name entered into the drawing to win this card. If you leave a comment, all you have to do is say hi. If you're a first-time member, not member, but guest, say your name and where you're from. That gets your name entered into the drawing as well. And if you share this on your timeline, that gets you 2 entries. And you don't have to buy anything. All you have to do is do all those 4 things, get 4 entries in, and your name gets, a really good chance to win this card. Now, I wait for a while for people to find my page. Like today is Sunday. People might be coming home from the lake or getting kids ready for school tomorrow. So they may not be able to, or football's on. So they might not be able to watch. So, and so they won't be able to come back until, say, tomorrow. And so I let everybody have a chance to log on and do those 3 things that get them entered. So Snowy Wonder, we kind of looked at that. Hi, Terry. You're so cute. So here's what we're going to be playing with today. The Snowy Wonder bundle. Actually, it's part of the suite. And a bundle means that a stamp set and a die set purchased together, you save 10%. We're also going to be using a die out of the Peaceful Seasons dies on page 25 and Peaceful Evergreens. This is a 2-pager. And the reason why I call it a 2-pager is because there's not enough stuff for it to fit on one. So it's a 2-pager. So this piece right here is going to cut out the falling snow bits. So we're going to be using that. So it's going to be on page 25. It's part of, these two are part of a mega suite. And I showed that in the beginning in the holiday mini catalog, and that's where this all belongs. Okay, so then we're also going to be using this really cute ribbon and the designer series paper. Now some of the dies actually cut these out, so and also some of these are fussy cut. So like this sheet right here, it's just a big page of snow globes. A lot of fun. Now this one is a smaller page, or it's a page of smaller snow globes. And then we have pretty and pink snowflakes, and then we have a menagerie of other colors with snowflakes. Now the colors that coordinate are Daffodil Delight, Early Espresso, Garden Green, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, and Pumpkin Pie. Now another color or two might be seen in here. And that's awesome. Like here, it could be Real Red. It could also be Poppy Parade. So, have fun with this designer series paper. I know I'm going to. Okay, then, let's see. We got lots of things to do. So, I have... Okay, so I need to remember to put that over there. We have a piece of basic white, which is a 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 square. I have a piece of, this is a piece of window sheet. It is 3 3/4 by 3 1/2. And then we have a piece, it's a 1/2 inch scrap. We're going to cut that down. We have a piece of the basic white. It's going to be the inside panel, so it's going to be 5 by 3 3/4. Piece of Pool Party, which is 5 1/4 by 4. And our card base. So this is a 1/2 sheet of cardstock, so it's 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, and then I scored it at 4 1/4. I don't know where I came with 2. Nothing's 2 inches in here. Okay, so I'm just going to let that, and actually while we're letting that sit for a second, I'm actually going to get the bone folder so that sits a lot nicer. All right, there we go. So now let's move that. Okay, so what I do is I leave this sit here for a few minutes, or a few seconds I should say, because I have demonstrator friends that like to come back in and recreate the card and use it for their projects. So I'll let that sit there for a few seconds, and then that way we can come back in and, all right, you can stop it, pause it. If you don't have this, now you're going to want to order it and then make this card. Okay, so I'm going to put this window sheet on my basic white piece so I do not miss where I put that, because that can happen. All right, we're going to take this piece and we're going to stamp on it using Versamark. Versamark is a watermark pad, and what that means is it leaves, and I'm only going to use this because number one, we're using photopolymer. And then, oh, you know what I should do is I should tell you that we're using a bunch of scrap pieces. Oops, and I'm going to move them. All right. Let me just put that down for a second. So we're going to be using basic white scrap. This is going to be cutting out a bunch of snowflakes. So we're going to be die cutting a lot of things today. And stamping. Hi, Judy. Welcome. So that's going to go with this piece. This is going to cut out a hole. And so we have a piece of basic black scrap. I'm using a lot of scrap here. So I just wanted to show you that, because a lot of it was missing. We have to stamp items, but I just kind of wanted to make sure I kept everything together, because when I stamp something and I have all these little white pieces, I don't want to mix up as to what goes with what. Okay, so first of all, we are going to do some stamping. And so we're going to take this large snowflake and we're just going to stamp. I'm going to flip my paper around because this way I'm not flipping my hand around and, you know, changing my wrist and inflicting pain. We could kind of skip some of that, so I don't know why I stamped that one right there so close in the middle. All right, so we're going to clean that off in just a moment, and then we're going to go to the next size down. You want to do your biggest ones first, and then flip your paper over so that they don't look all the same. And then, let's see, because, you know, it's snowing. And we're going to be cutting up. Now, this is Versamark. I don't like having Versamark left on my photopolymer because it gets very sticky and it stays sticky. So I like to get it washed off and go off the edge so it looks like, you know, we're basically creating our own designer series paper. And then we got the little mass of snowflakes, the little dots. Now, if you wanted to, you could certainly emboss this with white, but I don't want to. All right, I think one more right there. We're good. Okay, so then I'm going to close. Nope. I think, seeing as how I got this Versamark pad open, I am going to grab my garden green cardstock piece, and we're going to emboss on it. We're going to do heat embossing as well. So we're going to do Let It Snow. And first of all, when you emboss, you want to use your embossing buddy. I am actually using the embossing toolkit. It's in the annual catalog. And the embossing buddy, actually, I'm going to just close that for a second. The embossing buddy is a step that you don't really want to miss. And because I live in Minnesota, I'm actually going to also use my embossing buddy on the inside of my tray. Just because things stick. It's not humid right now, but we live in Minnesota. So I just close that. I keep it in the same bag it comes in. Okay, so this is the Wow Opaque Bright Regular Embossing Powder. So you saw that we stamped in Versamark on here. So it's going to dry. Okay, now we're going to use Versamark to emboss. And just tap, tap, tap. We're actually just going to go smack dab in the middle of that scrap piece of paper. And we're going to close that up. And we're going to put this in the tray. And we're going to take the powder and sprinkle it on. Tap, tap, tap. And that actually worked really well. I don't see any pieces that I want to brush off. So now with this little bit here, you would take the brush and pour this in, unscrew that and pour this back in. I'm not going to do that right now just because we have enough to do today. So I'm just going to put this over to the side and move it out of my way so that when I heat it up with the heat tool that I don't blow anything away. So then, now I'm just going to move that to the side. I'm going to grab my heat tool. And now this is the original one Stampin' Up! Had, so I don't have the one that's in the catalog. The one in the catalog, Leslie, hi! The one in the catalog actually has 2 speeds. So if you are doing something that could burn really quickly, say like acetate, then you can have a smaller setting or a lower setting. All right, so I'm going to heat this up for just a few seconds, and I'm actually going to heat it from underneath, and then that way, yes, the tweezers come in that heat embossing toolkit, and they're ceramic, so they don't heat up. And let it snow. Now I do both sides, and so then it kind of stays flat. All right. Yeah, and they're also what called reversible tweezers, so you have to squeeze in order to let go. And I really like that. So now we're going to just put this over to the side, and let's see, what else? We're going to stamp some stuff, because we kind of want to do all the embossing things at the same time, but I'm going to put that up there so I know where it's at. First of all, let's clean off the snowflakes. Now my Simply Chamois happens to be a smaller size, and I'm actually just cleaning this off. You know, Terry, I like that, because me too. I'm just cleaning off some of this. It's still kind of sticky. I'm actually going to get my rubber scrubber out after we're done. That is the original Stampin' Scrub. I call it the rubber scrubber. It has bristles, and then I use the Stampin' Mist and clean it off. So like I said, it's very sticky, but I wanted to get the majority of it off. So those are going to get cleaned up better. All right, so let's stamp some other things. We're going to grab that mat again, and they'll let it snow. Let's see, might as well clean that off too. Now, when I design this card, I don't always start in the same spot. I might do something one way, and if I like it, I continue. If I don't, then so it's hard for me to, I just designed this card earlier today, but I have been, today was my day to do the videos for the virtual event that's coming up next weekend. And so what we do is Heidi and I record the videos, and then we play them. We'll be playing them next Saturday. And so we'll send the packets out, and we'll play the video, and then if anybody has any questions, we'll stop. Oh, that just makes me happy. Look at that. I mean, look at that. Just so flippin' cute. And it's a penguin, so it's flippin'. Ha ha ha. Okay, bad joy joke. Okay, so we're going to die cut that, so we're going to put that over there. We're going to wash this, so we'll put that over there. Okay, anything else in black? No. Snowflakes and trees. Okay, those are going to be in garden green. Okay, so now we have this tree. Now I'm going to try not to stamp it. I'm going to try to kind of do it so that not all of the color, oh, it didn't work. Let's see if I could do it this way. I'm going to just lightly tap, but kind of get some color on the other side so it has kind of like a two-tone. There we go. There's a little variance in there. You probably wouldn't notice unless I told you. Okay, so there we go. And we're going to do this tree. I think that's this one. And so we'll start light, and then we'll go up lighter. And allow that ink to transfer. See how it's darker at the bottom? I kind of want, you know, just kind of a little different. Now I think this one, nope. This one goes with this one. There we go. There we go. That one, yep. All right, so that'll get cleaned. And then this one. This one's cute. It's a little wispy tree. And it has white spots inside. So it's not a completely colored green tree. Okay, so I think I got all my trees. All right. Everything else is a die cut without stamping. So we can close this up. Why do I have the pool party ink pad out? I do not know. Okay, so we're going to put this away. We're going to clean off the other ink pads. I tried to, off the photopolymer, whoops, there we go. I tried to clean them right away so then they don't get as stained. Some of the colors, like the red and the pinks, will automatically stain. But you know what? It's a sign of well-loved stamps. Okay, so these are all clean. We'll get rid of those. And we're going to get the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. So let's get ready for that. I shall be back. Talks amongst yourselves. All right, I'm back. Let's put that. Okay, so we're going to be using some Post-it notes on this because we want things to stay. So the first thing that we're actually going to do is this one. And we're going to cut out our snow globe. So we're going to try to make it equal distance. And you might have to make 2 rounds. Okay, so there's that. Here is the base. I decided I was going to use a designer series paper for that, but I decided that because the penguin is black and it's the only thing that we had black, I thought that the base should be black as well. Let's see here. We have a tree. We actually need 2 of those trees, but I already have one already done up. So I guess I'm going to cut that one so I could maybe, see, these are all scrap pieces. So I like to use up my scraps, and I can certainly get another tree out of there. But I save my scraps. Now, after I was putting things away and getting ready to, after I got done designing, I realized that those pieces were something that I should use in this card. So I did not use them on the original, but you would not be able to know that unless I told you. Okay, so that's going to stay. And one more. And I reused my Post-it notes. And okay, I'm going to see how well I did this card, when I designed it, was the first time that I played with this card. So, yeah, we're going to have to do two. Two going through. All right, so sorry for the shaking of the all right. I'm right-handed, so I always bring it back over. Sometimes I wind it back through, but it doesn't need that because it's very easy. Okay, so I'm going to put the die over here and the Post-it notes that I used. Now this piece right here, I could use that pool party piece in my scrap bin. So that is already done. And here is my tree. There we go. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Just flack it on your glass mat, and isn't that cute? I love that tree. Okay. And there we go. Isn't that pretty? And I have that magnetic mat that's over there. Okay, so this is going to cut out that snowflake. And we have 4 little snowflakes. Now, I already have a bunch of those, you know, for shaker bits. I did not, like I said, I did not see this in the original card until after everything was taped down. All right, so those little bits right there, we can get rid of with my people poker. See, this is how you poke yourself. But, you know, it's not going to go, I'm not poking that hard. And those can go for the bits for the shaker. Okay, so that one's done. Yay, I did a better job on this one. Okay, so there's the tree. And I didn't want to do Christmas, really. Penguins, to me, are anytime. Just because I love penguins. And that happened. That's been like that since 7th grade. I had my first penguin, and Herbert, I don't know where Herbert is, if I still have him or not. But the boys would come and take him out of my locker and play football with him. So I picked penguins, and it wasn't because of anything people liked, you know, unicorns, and people liked bears, and I did not, can't speak either. I did not want to follow the crowd, so I picked penguins. Just because I didn't want to be like anybody else. Now, do I need to do anything? Yes, I do. But we're going to have to actually do a couple more things. But I don't want to do it on this go. And you'll see why in a few minutes. That really is how my love of penguins came to be. And okay, there's that tree that turned out so pretty. Look at the penguin. You know, I could have a penguin family all hanging out, but no, I did not. Okay, I guess, you know, when you design things, you don't always figure in. Okay, so we're actually going to make this shorter, and because of the stitching, you can line it up. It kind of locks in. So we're going to lay that down, and we're going to use that. And because it's a straight line, you don't want it to put it straight in. And I just took it off. First of all, I want to poke those green things out. Okay, because that's actually where ribbon goes. But anyways, you can do this with any die, but because it's straight, you don't want to put it straight in there. You want to put it at an angle. It has less friction for the rollers. And, you know, self-care. All right, so this piece is, nope, wrong. Oof. This is the 3 3/4 square. So we're going to put that in at an angle. And again, this is from the other stamp, the Mega Suite, that's in the catalog. All right, so we're going to put that through. And I'm actually going to crank that backwards again. Okay. Let go. Ooh, it looks like it moved. Well, we can redo that. For today's card, I will redo this before I send it out. But for today's card, we'll use that, and I'll make sure, because I want, you know, whoever wins this card, I want you to be able to send it out to somebody you actually like, and, you know, like the card. Okay, so this is where the snowflakes come, okay, and we're going to do that one more time. Now see all these little bits? We are going to save them off the side here, and I'll show you in just a moment. All right, so now we're going to clean those bits out using this thing, okay? And I'm going to just do it off camera, and then I'll show you what it looks like on the last round. This here is the take your pick tool, and you unscrewed the putty part. You unscrew this, and this is the die brush. Now, the die brush comes with this piece here, and that allows you to go and brush out all your little bits. Now, I am saving those little white bits for the shaker card. Nothing is going to waste. All right. I think I got most of it. And see, all those little bits, those are going to go into the shaker card. All right, let's just, nope, there's still a couple pieces in here that are, there we go. Whack them out. And you could also use this as confetti for the card, so as soon as they open up, everywhere. That's if you want to, you know, do a little ha-ha joke on, say, your sister or your brother, or, you know, somebody who loves to put confetti in their cards, and then you can get them back. My sister did that once to me. Oh. I got her back. All right. I was trying to take that off, and I never took off the lid. Duh. It's a long day of stamping. All right, some bits are still in there. All right, use the people poker. Off. Okay, so that is pretty much going to be our background for our shaker card. And then these little pieces, we're going to try to put them in. All right. So I think everything has been die cut. We're going to get rid of this. And we are going to clean out this one. Now there's several ways that you can do this. You can use the die brush. I find it's a lot easier. It's cleaner. Yeah, you might end up with some of these little white pieces all over your craft room. You can do it like this too. And, you know, wake up people. You can do it on your table like that. Wake up your husband who's sleeping. And, or you could just say, I got enough shaker bits, and then let it go until the video's done, and you can save all that. So, hopefully, okay, hopefully I have enough white bits, so we'll just clean that up later. I'm going to take a drink. All right, clean this up. Little white spots all over the place. Okay, so now we have to put our card together. So here's the parts that go for the card. This is going to be the background. Okay, so we are gonna maybe do our inside first. I'm gonna lay this down. This is just a scrap piece of paper, and we're gonna use it up on the inside. And the inside of the card's gonna say also the same greeting, let it snow. And that song that sings it 3 times, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. You don't want to hear me sing, but that's as good as it's going to get for now. So that's what actually I am going to create. I'm just going to line this up here, because if I make a boo-boo, then I can flip it over and not have to start over again. All right, so we are going to use, there's something on there. A fuzzy. So let's try that again. Okay, so we're going to just tap, 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 not squish, no squishing. And then, so we're going to start here, and we're going to go full strength, and then we're going to go right up above it, 2nd generation, and then 3rd generation. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. And see, there's a little piece up there. So doggone it, we're flipping that over. So we're going to go clean that off. That's why, you know, no squishing. Just tap, tap, tap. So I squished and I didn't see. So doggone it. Okay. Real life crafting. Okay, so let's try that again. So we're going to put that right here. My finger. Yes, I am. Thank you. Once. 2 times. And 3 times. Yeah, that'll work. That will work. Okay. I think that's cute. Okay, so then off with you. Okay, so now we are going to attach this to the inside. So you're not going to even see that back side. you're not going to even know that it's there unless you saw this video. That's where Joy messed up. Neener, neener. Okay, so we're going to put this on the inside of the card. Oops. No, 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 no. I do this all the time. Facebook Live. This is not what you do. So you put the adhesive on your Designer Series paper and stick the snowflakes on. There we go. Yeah. Very cute, Terry. Okay, so that's why you have the silicone mat, is when you forget to do something after you put the adhesive on, it saves your booty a lot. Apparently more than others. Okay. All right, so we're going to put that on right there. And that one snowflake, that one white snowflake is going to go down in the corner. And we're going to put a little Wink of Stella on it. And I wink everything. I don't think there is one thing I will not wink up. I even had a beautiful sympathy card that I made for a gentleman at work. His mother passed away, and we definitely I used Spotlight on Nature, and I used a little bit of Wink of Stella on that. All right, so a tiny bit of liquid glue, and there's a booger at the end, so get rid of that. All right. I'm going to put that snowflake. See, this is why you have your Take Your Pick tool, because you didn't put any glue on the inside of that snowflake. And there you go, right there. And we are going to use the Wink of Stella on the snow parts afterwards. Okay, so more to come on that. And now, where did my lid go for my people poker? Because I do not wish to find out the hard way where it went. Okay. I'm putting, oh, there it is. Okay, cool. All right. All right, yeah. Let's get to assembling. I think we are done with that mat for now. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to kind of figure out where we're going to go. So we're going to put that roughly right there, okay? So we can use, you're not going to see that. Okay, so roughly like that. Now also, I'm going to grab, I forgot that I did this, but this is how I store my basic white scraps. Basic white and very vanilla and basic black all have their own container. Everything else they split. So like a family that has 10 colors in it, the first 5 in alphabetical order are in one container, and then the rest, and so on. So we're going to take one of these, and we're going to chop that down to 3 3/4. Put that back in there, and then we're going to rip it. And we're going to make snow drifts. Okay, so that and that. And I think I might do a third one just because if I need to, then I have it. If I don't, then I don't need it. Let's see, there we go. Toss that piece. Put some snow. Hi, Karen, welcome. For the event coming up in October, this is the stamp set that I haven't designed it yet, but this is one of my stamp sets will be with this card. It will not be this one, just to let you know. Okay, so we are going to, oh yeah, Winkostella. I'm going to take the Winkostella and I'm going to make it kind of puddly, and I am just going to squish so like it's a winter breeze kind of snowing through. Glitter boogers. Woo! Okay, and then we are going to do the snow caps off our ground. Okay, there's one. So our event is at the church in St. Paul. It's Saturday, October 26th. And you can go to www.thestampinevent.com and register. I believe it's open. If it's not, it will soon be. Once we get the date going, we have to make sure that the church is available for that day. And so then we dropped it. Okay, so we're going to flip this over and put adhesive on it. Okay, so I'm going to grab my piece and put that right there. So I kind of know where my snow needs to be. And I'm going to put that one right there. Now you can make a shaker card easier than this, less stuff, but it's my first time playing with it, so don't expect easy out of me. My easy is definitely not somebody else's easy. Okay, that little bug is going to die. There's a bug, a tiny, 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 tiny little, I don't know what it is, but it's going to die tonight because it keeps on getting up in my chest area, up underneath my, there it is. Sorry. Oh. Okay, so we're going to take the adhesive and we're going to go all the way around. Okay. And we are going to put this window sheet down and make sure that everything is in there nicely. Okay, So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to grab these things, and they are called foam adhesive strips, and they are in the annual catalog back in the sticky business, and they come like this, so you can cut them. They are a tad bit taller than your dimensionals, so I'm actually I used dimensionals in my original card, but I am not going to use dimensionals in this card. I'm just going to continue using these because the height is just a tad bit different, and I noticed it when I was putting the original card together. And putting it kind of close to the edge, but necessarily on the edge, is going to help it keep all your shaker bits within range. And I am actually going to cut that little piece right there. And I'm using, these used to be our adhesive scissors that we used to put together back in the day. Stampin' Up! Did not have the stamps die cut. So it was out of red rubber, and so we had to cut them ourselves. And right now, they are in a, you know, they're die cut. All you have to do is punch them out. Well, Stampin' Up! Didn't have them that way before. And so I'm just going to use that. I'm going to put that right there at the end. And you can cut this. I'm just going to cut it right there. And if I need more, I need more. If I don't, then it's okay. And I'm just going to snip off. So this is just like a dimensional. It has two sticky parts, a top and a back. And but when you use the foam adhesive strips, I suggest also doing it throughout the rest of your card so that the elevation is the same. And there we go. And I'm also going to put some right here, some in the middle, and some right here, so that it has a nice resting. Where's my sticky? There we go. And like this. Okay. So now, and then I just put that back in the container. Since these will last you a really long time. And they make shaker cards so easy. And also, if you're doing something that requires thin, this is perfect. Okay, so now we are going to create our image inside our globe. So I'm going to line this up just to kind of see where my trees need to be and my penguin needs to be. And we're going to take the pumpkin pie marker, and we're going to use the nib tip, and we're going to color his feet in, because the pumpkin pie coordinates with the cardstock. So I am using what Stampin' Up! Gave me, and I'm noticing that there's quite a bit of shadow over here compared to over here. So I'm going to snip that a little bit so it looks a little bit more equal. I know it's probably not going to bother anybody else whoever wins this card is probably not going to care, but I don't want to send it like that. So I'm going to fix it. All right. So far, what is your favorite thing that you've seen out of the new holiday mini catalog? I have to say that this is one of them. I love penguins, so I don't buy everything that has a penguin in it. I buy it if I feel like I can use it. For me, if I can't use it, then I'm not going to buy it. You know, if I don't see myself demonstrating a Facebook Live with it, if I'm not going to use it at a stamp camp or a stamping event, then there's no sense in me getting it. Now, the way I am putting dimensionals on here is I don't want my shaker bits to get caught in anything. So I am kind of making it so that it has no way to get stuck. And I'm going to just lay my penguin right here. And then, I did not take the backing off, but I want to add, okay, so these two are the outside. And so this here, I'm going to put adhesive on. And that is going to go right there. And this tree is going to go on that right there. Okay, and then we're going to put this tree right there. And then this one, I was Stampin' Up! Had 2 trees of this one. 2 dies in there. And this one is going to go right on top. So we're creating our little vignette for our penguin. And that's going to go down like that. And again, with that Wink of Stella, we're just going to put it on everything because this is a snow scene. Now, with this tree right here, you're going to kind of want to stay away from the white parts because otherwise you can bleed those colors in. And we're going to do that and hit only the green parts, leaving that white part empty, because again it's going to bleed that color in. Oops, right there. And then there we go. Now the penguin, we are going to take its dimensional backings off, stab and grab those backings, and then set him on. Isn't that so cute? Oh, I just gotta throw those away in the wrong spot. Okay. Hey, Carolyn, welcome. Okay, so now, let's see. I want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything that goes inside. Nope. Okay, so these are the shaker bits. It's an avalanche on our penguin. Okay, so all the little white snowflakes from here, okay, Plus, we have these snowflakes. They're on page 33, and these are called the white loose snowflakes. And I colored them just so that you could see them. There's 2 different sizes. And we're going to take a little bit and put them in there. Okay. It's going to be a blizzard inside that igloo. Snow globe. Okay. I was debating on if I wanted to make an igloo or not. And I decided to go snow globe. Let's see. Okay. Now we're going to use that and stab and grab those backings. I think it's not going to stab. Nope. I'm just going to have to peel. Alright, so let's get my little trash here. And we'll just start at the top and work our way down. So I don't have fingernails. Kinda, I don't. I have, my thumbs are usually the talons. And just right now, no, not really. And then everything else just peels off. Okay. But one thing about these, they're very sticky. So they adhere nicely. Just, I want to say maybe even more so than the dimensionals. Okay, so we started this in 2 different spots. So go all the way around. And the last piece of this snow globe. Come on. All right. Okay, so no breathing hard or blowing air or having a fan on. Whew. I'm going to set this down. Okay. I'm going to turn this over. Oops. I don't know if that was attached or not. We'll find out if it's going to snow outside the globe or not. Nope. There is a spot that it's not attached. So, well, the snowflakes are on the penguin's face. Come on. Peekaboo. Okay. All right, I think I'm going to add more adhesive down here. Maybe those bits will stay in now. Come on, Mr. Penguin. Clean out. Well, we'll have to fix that, won't we? Okay, more adhesive. Doo-doo-doo. See, this is, you know, this is the reason why you watch, so you find out what not to do. There we go. It cleared up. Now, how cute is that? And you take all those little snow bits and you put them in the garbage can. All right. I'm still going to find more, I'm sure. You get one of those little lint rollers, and then we'll just clean up everything after the video is done. Okay. All right. So let's continue. Let's move the snow over to the right here. Okay. So now we are going to attach the base of the snow globe. And that's going to go right there. Okay, and then, now this piece, seeing as how I messed it up a little bit, we could fix that. You know what, I want to fix it now, because the reason why is because I want to show you how it's done, and I don't want to tear it apart. So let's just fix that now. It's not going to take that much longer, so I'm just going to go grab Okay, so again, with the embossing, you want to have the embossing buddy. So put that on there, and then I'm going to use that Versamark ink. And let's see, where did I put that? Right up here. And we're going to use Let It Snow. And we'll get that right in the center. Allow that ink to stay there so that it doesn't, you know, some of it holds the pattern, some of it doesn't. All right, so then now, so if you came in late, this is what we did earlier, but I didn't like how it worked, so I was going to redo this piece and do it off the air, but I figured, you know what, everybody is here now, we might as well just do it and finish it so it looks good. So like I said, that's going to be going back in, get it out of the way so that when I turn it on to heat, there's a couple more pieces, so I'm just going to clean that off. There's a tiny, I have a tiny paintbrush that I don't know if it was a Stampin' Up! One. It was a long time ago. The name is still on there. Okay, so again, I will heat this up. And you can see, this is the Wow embossing powder that Stampin' Up! Put. It has a much nicer shade of white. It's more bright compared to the one that we had in the past catalogs. It's more vibrant. Isn't that pretty? Let It Snow. Okay, so now we're going to just let that cool off because we don't want to put that through the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine and then ruin it, because that would irritate me to go through all that again. All right. And let's see here. Here we come with the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. Now we're going to put this right here. And then we're going to put that on there. We're going to put two on there. It's not moving. Okay, so then we're going to put the top part on. And I like to show you how to use things you already have or a different way. Because obviously this is made for a longer sentiment. But I wanted to show you how you can use it for a short sentiment. So just because it's made for something long doesn't mean you have to use it for something long. You can make it shorter. Okay, so we can use these pieces later in something else. And again, because it's a die and it has those stitching marks in it, it's going to stay this time. It moved the last time it went through, so that's the reason why. So now we're preventing that from happening again, and then we can put our ribbon through it and then complete the card the way it was supposed to be completed. All right. And that piece that gets chopped off can go in the trash. And see how that turned out really cute? There we go. Much better. Besides, it's not past my bedtime yet, so I could still do this. Okay, so this is the one that turned out. This is the one that not. So we're just going to toss that one. We'll overthrow. Okay, so we are going to take some ribbon and we're going to use it not in a traditional sense. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 snow palms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 snowy palms. Okay. Because this is kind of bulky, I came up with a way to not stick it underneath, but looks like it did. Okay, so we're going to put adhesive here and adhesive here. Now we're going to put that little guy through. There we go. And the same thing. And plus, who needs to have all that ribbon back there? It's a waste. Nobody's going to see it. I'm going to save you some, I mean, it might be a little bit of money, but yeah, I'm going to save you. And put some more adhesive on that. How stinking cute! Okay, now we're going to put dimensionals right there and right there. Stab and grab them. See, as long as you're stabbing dimensionals, you're not hurting anybody. You can stab all you want. Okay, and let's see, where do we want to put this? I don't want to cover up his tootsies. We could put that up there. Oh, that would be cute. Nah. How about there? Do you like that right there? I mean, do you think it would be cute? Right there. I think that would look right now, like there. What do you think? Do you like that? I don't want to cover up his feet. If I put it up on top, then it would kind of, to me, then it would look kind of bare down here, like I need something else then. I could put a snowflake down there. Or a tree. I could put another tree. Yeah. Okay, what do you think? That right there. That would be cute. And then we can stamp one of those big trees. Right there. Okay. stamping on the fly. Go into my scrap bin of white. And get out my tree. Da, 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 da. And you know what we could do too? We could put a big tree and a little tree. We could use a scrap piece and have a skinny tree. There we go. I'm going to put these in my, because this is what we, you know, cut out of, you know, the longer versions, you know, for the greeting. So I'm going to save those so I can make, you know, things like this, trees. Okay, so I'm going to grab the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. This is how you make things go the way you want them to when things don't turn out the exact way you roll with it. Literally. Okay. Now if you wanted to, you can always use a brown marker and color your tree trunk brown. Let's do that way. Now when you do the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, the little guy, you want to make sure that your plates are staggered. So the top and the bottom one meet, and the one in the middle gets pushed out that way. And then it will go so much better through your rollers. So what I mean is staggered is this one and this one's the same, and the one in the middle is pushed out that way. Okay. And I'm going to keep going until, there we go, that worked out perfectly. And there we go. Save. Put those on the magnetic sheet so I do not lose them. This can go back. Oh my goodness. And we could stick this down here like that and that. Because then I don't feel so bad about having the green, you know, the, what do you think, guys? Put it down here and then have the greeting up at the top. Or put it down here and see, cover up his tootsies. Put it over there and then put the tree like that. Nope. Okay, I think I like this over here and then this over here. Okay, let's do that. Okay. And then, oh, I already did take those off. Now we can push. Push down. Okay. And we're going to put that one on dimensionals. Make everything stick up. You know, why not? put that one right there. And this little guy, oops, right there. All right, get that Wink of Stella. And then we'll kind of do this one. And then we're going to do the inside of the card. We're going to do the bigger parts of the letters. And then the smaller one. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Doo doo doo. Now, isn't that a cute card? So, who wants to win this cute little shaker card? All you have to do is do a thumbs up or a heart. That will get your name entered into the drawing to win this card. If you leave a comment, all you have to do is say hi. If you are new to my channel, you could say, hi, this is my first time watching. I'm from Tennessee, or wherever you're from. And now you get your name entered into the drawing. And if you share this on your timeline, number one, this is some new product. So if you think that maybe you have a friend that's on your timeline that hasn't seen any of this new product yet, and they would enjoy it, share this on your timeline. That also gets your name entered 2 times into the drawing. So you have 4 different ways to win, to be entered to win this card. Thank you very much, Judy. I appreciate that. I have to get caught up on my winners again. So, a lot of stamping stuff going on. I have 1 card designed for the event coming up in September, and I have 2 more to go. So, and then I'm going to have a stamp camp, so I have to design 4 cards for that. So, lots of designing going on. All right, thank you very much for hanging out with me on a Sunday night, and I hope you have a great week. If we have more people at work this week, I might do a Thursday Facebook Live, hopefully. If not, we'll see you next Sunday after 5 o'clock. Have a great week, and happy stamping!